had the mic disabled. Alright. Should be good. Got video, got audio. Everything, really. We should be good to go. If anyone has any issues, just let me know. Just gotta get started here. I have a list of secret codes for this game. I found out that pressing the Z and X keys will function as the player 1 and 2 triggers. And those are actually required to activate these secret codes. You enter your credit, and then we do a code at the title screen. So I'll probably mess around with a few of them. Mostly the code that shows the score. I have it on my phone, I just don't want to forget it. Yeah, should be a fun time. Just grab something here. I hate how, like, janky this is. Let me just minimize this window. And we should be good. I will work on that still. Okay. So let's enter our credits. So display score. So
The House of the Dead.
press the left trigger 3 times, the right trigger twice, and hit start. And it should show the score. So it should be good. Alright. Here we go. Worked.
Others are still inside. Save them. Help! They're inside. Help them.
Haven't really gotten used to the 2 axe guys at the start.
Opie?
Haven't practiced that one yet.
Logan, it's you!
There's a few other codes as well. Like you can change your character. So you can play as Sophie, which is kind of funny. Or other costumes.
Thank you.
Love how this game makes you snipe enemies from a distance. Pretty fun and satisfying once you do it. Hey, opposition work, what's up? Just doing some score runs on House of the Dead. Good headshots there. And get knocked down on purpose. So I can take this route, which is higher scoring. Climb, Rogan, climb. Missed that one. A bit too far down. Trying to go for headshots for those who don't know. Headshots are worth a lot of points. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go for those. saved her. That's good. I didn't get the headshot on that guy, but saving her definitely is pretty valuable for the bonus room. You can update on your phone, be right back. No problem. I need an update on my phone, not in terms of the software, but just the whole phone in general. It sucks. It's cracked. It's bad. Should get it's like an Android or something. Probably should get like an iPhone. I've never really, like, updated it yet, though. Not to mention I've dropped it so many times, it's just super cracked. Definitely on its last legs right now.
Are you okay?
I was so scared.
Sophie, no! Just check my... Okay. I'm just checking my camera just to make sure my gun is in the shot, so people know I'm actually playing this with a gun. It's a gun for IR. 4 infrared sensors or LEDs around my monitor, and then a gun that works with them. It just plugs into the computer with USB, and it's pretty nifty. Go for the head, go for the chest, and go for the groin. Perfect. 21,000, that's a pretty good stage 1. I'll take that.
Sophie!
You must stop Curian, or else something terrible will happen.
Dead.
Sophie!
Sophie! 21,000 is good. Alright. Good start there. Take the upper route. The trapdoor route isn't good for scoring. There's some paths I ignore because they're just not valuable. So ignore the trapdoor and then hit the elevator so it's facing down. And go down here. Should mention that PB I'm listing is for the emulated version on PC. I have a higher PB in the arcade, so it does feel a little bit different on PC. I don't think my gun actually can shoot as fast with the trigger. Maybe that's something I'll have to adjust. But like, there's some points in this game we have to rapid fire quickly for like maximizing points on bosses. We'll see.
Thank you.
That's still fun. Owning the arcade version of this is still a dream. Hopefully one day it'll come true. We'll see. Those headshots. Good hit.
Thank you.
Could have been better. Oh yeah, and before anyone says there's a patch that removes the screen flashing from the arcade version. From the gracious guys, so that's what I have. And it works very well. Have a good day. Okay, good. You want to kill that guy as fast as possible, or he'll, if you damage him but don't kill him, he'll rush for the hostage, and it's a pretty dicey situation if that happens. Take the down route.
It's a dead end.
Oh, got that headshot. Nice. That's really hard to do, by the way.
They're still upstairs.
I kind of have the muscle memory for it down in the arcade, but the simulated version, not really. Feels like I have to shoot a few shots before the scene starts, so I can like get a feel of where the aiming is. Okay, so you got Hangman. Go for the bats because they're worth points, and then we'll deal with Hangman afterwards. And each attack is 3 hits. Each headshot to Hangman is worth points, though. The rest of his body, except his wings, does damage him, but you miss out on points. So, trying to go for those headshots, but it's hard. Especially on kind of a smaller screen here, but we'll see what we can do. Kind of like that. First non-deliberate hit him. Got pretty far though without getting hit on purpose. So that's good. It's not too bad to lose lives on Hangman, because I've saved all the hostages, so I'm getting 2 lives back when this level ends. So if it's worth, because you actually lose like 100-some points for getting hit, but it's like 100-some points each headshot to Hangman, so it does kind of even itself out. Broken can hang with one hand and shoot with the other, apparently. Okay. So then 3 shots for each phase here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's a pretty standard stuff. So that's why I'm playing it slow, because I'm waiting for Hangman's head to be visible. Like right there. So it's a bit weird just kind of waiting around here doing nothing. I'm actually just waiting for the right moment to shoot him. Like that. Final face. Here we go. decent score after second stage. I'll take it.
We won't let you have it your way, Curian.
I like how it turns red and like red or whatever when the cutscene ends. It's a cool style. And the grainy film visuals as well. Pretty nice. This guy is like the slowest enemy in the whole game. Like literally, it takes him that long to get over here. Perfect time for a drink of water. Alright.
It's locked.
A bit nasty. This must be the security card. Good headshots, and then I'm at max health, so picking up that first aid kit was actually worth 300 bonus points instead of a life. Because max life is 5. Missed the guy on the right. That was an easy shot. Oh well. Good headshots. I got the glitch. Even better. Worth more than the actual headshot itself, just to see that. That was silly. Those spiders. Got the coin. The coin's kind of tricky in this version. Like headshotting those midget guys, it feels pretty good. Like the targets are really small, but like you can like to get good at the aiming, you can take them out. Just dismember them so they drop the wrecking balls and then headshot them. And you can mash the trigger on those guys hanging for extra headshots. Which kind of goes to what I was saying before about my gunfire kind of being a bit sluggish. I don't know, like, if I should adjust the trigger, but for the most part, it gets the job done. It's really nice. Those clean headshots there. That was a headshot I didn't really intend to get, but I'll take it. Pretty decent so far. And final boss. Actually, not final boss. Almost final boss. Third boss.
Compliment you. I didn't think you could make it this far. However, this is it. Let's see how good you really
See if I can
are.
score better points on Hermit. You want the slow stun animation, because then you can actually shoot him in the head more times while he's stunned and get more points. So there is some RNG that goes into this, unfortunately. That stun animation. I didn't mean to hit him there. I typically let him get close and then shoot him, and hopefully he does that. In that time, but it was worth a shot, right? Need to like get the trigger finger on that down. I don't want to kill him too quickly because I need him close to me. And then once you kill him, you can shoot his head repeatedly afterwards. And each shot is worth like 100 some points. So definitely valuable. Alright. 86k, pretty good. And now we go on to the last stage. Let's see how this goes. Grabbing a thing. Okay. Chariots. Points. Here we go. Decent chariot fight. Once he loses the armor, for the high points, you shoot him twice in the head, twice in the chest, and twice in the private area. Sometimes my gun, like, misfires and then corrects itself. It's been an issue I have kind of been having with this gun for IR, but in that situation, almost awesome. Okay, and try to get as many headshots as possible on Hangman, I guess. It's really tricky to get those headshots down. It's a thing I still struggle with. But it just takes practice. Like anything, I guess. Good points. There you go. Pretty decent hangman fight, I think. And a bonus room. Let's see how this goes. Missed one. Okay, missed a life, but the life would have been a bonus 300 points, so minus that. Alright. Looks like we're on the track of beating my PB here. See how much I can increase upon it. So this has been a good first run. Wow, that guy is not messing around. He is blocking everything I'm throwing at him. Alright, final boss. So if you beat Magician, it's 2,500 points, so I could get... I'm guaranteed that if I clear it.
There's no way out, Kyrian.
Although if I get hit, I'll lose 100 some points, so we'll see how it goes.
I respect your consistency, but you will never, ever defeat me. Say hello to my masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Sucks I missed a life in the bonus room, but oh well.
Nobody gives me instructions. I shall destroy everything.
Boom. Alright.
What happened? Why don't you follow my instructions?
Alright, final boss, Magician. The best boss music ever. Such an iconic theme. First part. Alright, second flight scene. Okay, final phase. So you actually you can shoot really quickly, and it's like 24 shots. You actually can beat him before he flies the projectiles. It doesn't benefit you score-wise. There we go. 106k. Wow, that was amazing. It's a great run. And no damage on Magician, too. That was just my first run. That was really good. Yes. I would have been 107k, which is around the world record if I got that bonus life, which was 300. That was some good stuff, though. I've gotten the world record on the arcade version, but I definitely would like to improve upon it. It's still beatable. And people have scored higher than the Twin Galaxies one in Japan. That was a good run.
Everything is over. I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go
And what's
on.
great is, like, you know, it's such a simple scoring system with the headshots, but, like, you know, it's easy to, like, pinpoint what you're doing wrong. There's very little in the
Goodbye,
manner of
Kyrian.
RNG in this game. It's
Farewell,
pretty consistent.
Sophie.
What's up, Build a Hunter? So, it's... I mean, there were headshots I missed that were my fault. So it's not like the game cheated me or anything. It's a fair challenge. The only thing that's, like, random is those bat phases with Hangman. The bats he sends at you sometimes are random, so you have to pay attention. But you can still deal with them. I like to call them equal opportunity RNG. And Hangman's actual flights can be unpredictable. Probably the most annoying bit of RNG is Hermit with some of his phases for points, but otherwise, solid run. You know how to get the alternate endings? It's based on your score and how many continues you use. I don't remember the values off the top of my head. They're on the House of the Dead wiki. I think you have to score, like, under 60,000 points, and your score has to end in either 0 or any other number. I need to look that stuff up. I should know this off the top of my head, because I'm one of the wiki admins. But yeah, there are different criteria based on your performance. This will be the best ending. Wish my phone was faster, but I'll look at that later.
Thank you.
Yay! She's alive! So, let's look at that score. Let's go. 106k. Hell yeah. There we go. So that's my PB on emulator with a gun so far. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna take a short little water break and I'll do another run. Today's stream is just playing this and doing some runs. Hate to check my phone while I'm streaming. I want to verify the endings because I don't remember them offhand. Yeah, so for the normal ending, which just shows the mansion, you have to score under 62,000 points with a ones digit of any number except 0. So if you die and continue, it adds +1 to the end of your score. So it can't be a 1cc. For the zombie Sophie ending, so you have to score under 62,000 points, and it's a ones digit of 0. So 1cc under 62,000. It's a bit weird. And then scoring over 62,000 points in general is the best ending. So that's pretty good. Also, I missed the score, so I'm gonna let it go through the demo mode, so I can update my stream, the PB number. I got neighbor's dog barking. Sorry about that. Of course I stream and then neighbor's dog has to come running. So I want to verify, so it's a 106k, and the last 3 numbers I did not get. I think it was 860. 106, 860. So let me minimize, let me update my PB. I can click on it. The game will, with Streamlabs will actually let me click on it. Or not Streamlabs. Wow, so 106, 860. Only have to change one number. Good stuff. I'll quickly grab a water and then I'll do another run. I will be right back. One sec. And we're back. Hang on. It's a bit awkward because I have to minimize window. I have to change things in chat. Alright. PB updated. So, try it again. I'm actually... So you can only enter one secret code at a time. That one, the one I did was just showing the score. I'm gonna try a different one, which I haven't tried in this emulator. This is a costume code. I want to make sure I get this right. So there are multiple costumes for your character, and there's some funny ones. I can find it. Arcade cheats. So shoutouts to IGN for having these codes. I'm gonna try this Sophie costume. Hopefully this is right. Player 1 plays as Sophie. So insert your credits, and at the title screen, right, left, left, start. Okay, so let me keep the code here. Right, left, left, start. Hit the credit button. And hopefully that should do it. So this costume code should be Sophie. Yay! You got it! We're Sophie now.
Others are still inside.
Okay.
Save them.
Back to the game. Got the right headshot. I haven't practiced both. It's really hard. It's one of the hardest shots in the whole game. Headshotting both of them. Sophie? Sophie sees herself on the ground. I mean, clearly the developers had fun with this game. I mean, putting those codes in, you know, you imagine.
It's you!
And they had a lot of time to work on it. Like a year and a half on this game. They probably could have done more if they had more time, but what they did is still pretty fantastic. Alright, back to the game. Downside is if I fail this run, and I have to restart, like if I miss a hostage, I have to enter that code again. But, yeah. Let's see what I can do. Ooh, got both headshots in the distance there. That's pretty good. Those zombies wandering around there, they won't attack you. This is great. They won't attack you, but you can shoot them for points, and you can get a headshot. Coin's in the right container. Ah, there you go. So you get a second shot chance at shooting it. Alright, take the lower route. I think Sophie has a special animation where if she's like jumping from a high place, she'll like cover her skirt or whatever or something. I think that's a special animation for this costume. Otherwise, the story is still the same. The dialogue is not changed.
Thank you.
And these different costumes, I think, are also used in the Saturn version, where each character has their own abilities. Like different powered-up shots, which is kind of cool. I missed that shot again. Doing it a bit too quickly. Shooting like in earnest. I think that didn't really pay off. Oh well. Keep going. I hate this hostage. Got it. And the headshot. That is very hard. You will not believe how difficult that shot is. And if you miss, you shoot her and she dies, and it sucks. You lose a life. and you lose that secret bonus room, the stash at the end of the final level. If you don't save everyone. It's a pretty detrimental loss. Sophie is just kicking ass here. I do like that. It's a cool little Easter egg. I mean, most people don't know it exists, but it does. Such an awesome game. You can shoot his arm and the chainsaw misses and then he can't hit you. Good headshots there. Headshot. Oh, he's headless. Some midget enemies can be headless, which is a bit weird. Alright. Back to Chariot again.
Are you okay?
I was so scared.
But yeah, I stress that I really would like to own the arcade version of this game. I've had this crazy idea about, like... Obviously, it costs money, so that's a thing that'll come in the future once I get a job. But, and save up for stuff, but I would like to own, like, this game as a cabinet. It's so good. Probably one of the best CRT light gun games in my opinion, alongside Time Crisis 2. Which, speaking of which, I did think about streaming that game, the arcade version. I just don't know if it would lag. Because it runs okay on my system. But I don't know if streaming would actually add a different element to it.
Kyrian, or else something terrible will happen.
Sophie!
Sophie watching herself die. Seemingly die. I got 21k again. So 21k seems to be my, the 21k seems to be the... where I'm at. I could score higher. I just missed some headshots. I love this costume so much. I should play as this costume more in the arcade. I just need to have, like, IGN on my phone tab, so, like, I can memorize all the different codes. Right. Going down. Got 3 before. Headshots. That was a bit cleaner than last time.
You.
You don't get any points for shooting background objects, it's just enemies, bosses, and items, but I shoot stuff in the background anyways just for fun. Also, they keep checking my aim. So, good headshot there. For some reason, that guy's head doesn't explode when you shoot it. Alright. Sophie showing the bookcase who's boss. Good job, Sophie. her.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please take this. You got that headshot. You miss this game so much. Yeah, it's terrific. Nope. Ah, I messed it up. That's why that scene sucks. Oof. That's why that scene sucks, because if you don't headshot that guy quickly, bad things will happen. I misfired a bit, so that was my fault, but that's okay. At very least I got one good run out of this stream, so I'm gonna try a different character. Super G. Left, left, right, left, left. So this is Super G. So what is the Super G costume? That is not Super G, that is Rogan. What are you talking about? Oh! Never mind then. Okay, that's Super G. It's a nice first miss shot.
Others are still inside.
That last run was on pretty good pace, I just messed it up.
They're inside. Help them.
Well, we'll keep going, that's okay.
Opie?
I'll skip the cutscenes a bit. Sometimes I let cutscenes play out if I just want to take a break and
It's you.
think things over. Or in this case, show the costume, but I'll start skipping through them. Since we've seen all this stuff before.
No! Thank you.
Got those headshots there. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's take the body shot then. So this is Super G. Pretty cool outfit. These costumes were in the Saturn version too. In fact, yeah, so each character, like, had different abilities in the Saturn version. The Super G and the Super Rogan costumes were in there. Or Rogan 2 and G2. And apparently in the story, they were supposed to be agents who came to the mansion before Rogan and G. So they were entirely separate characters at first. So probably them taking advantage of, like, reusing assets and making new characters out of them, but that plot line never made it into the game. The first researcher who gets killed was actually supposed to be Rogan 2. The alternate costume of Rogan, with the beard, and people didn't know who this guy was. Like, people didn't understand he was like a, you know, like a partner of Rogan's, and so they changed him into a scientist. I think there are mods which, restore that character to the game. No problem. Have a good day, sir. Just leave you to your own devices. And he died. He didn't make it that far. He got killed by the muscle guy. I only got that headshot. So that I was shooting too early last time. That was my problem. Got it. Okay. I love this game. I can gush about it, but it's just, I don't know. It's very addicting. I think the only other game that kind of comes close lately has been Time Crisis 2. In terms of, like, just one more game, that kind of feel. That's what you want in an arcade game, and I think Sega really hit lightning in a bottle with this, the first House of the Dead. People have, like, different answers of, like, what their favorite game is. This is mine. Not sure what other people think. This is my favorite House of the Dead, personally. The original.
Thank you. Take this.
Original arcade, not the Sega Saturn ports or PC, not the remake, certainly not the remake. Oh god, not that game. Missed a few headshots there. But...
Good.
Alright. And back to Sophie again.
Are you okay?
I was so scared.
Hi, Amansu. Yeah, House of the Dead 2. Most people say House of the Dead 2, like, they talk about that one. It's a good game. I like the first game a bit more, because... Yeah. I agree, I think it is a lovely game. Just the Kyrian Mansion as a set piece, I think, is more fun, because it's more tighter and labyrinth-like, which kind of adds to the horror. All the rooms are very different and visually distinct. There's very few rooms in the Kyrian Mansion that strike me as, like, kind of boring.
Sophie!
I think the right elevator path in Chapter 3 is the only one where I feel like the remake really did it better, visually.
Terrible will happen.
Where it's like a sewer system, but it's kind of plain looking.
Sophie!
Whereas the remake, like, fully went out, and it's like, there's algae and trash in the water, and it looks way better. 21k again. So despite a few missed headshots, back to 21k, which seems to be my splits for today with first chapter. Alright. Also, the music, I think, really adds a lot to the atmosphere, too. Like, the tracks are spooky and groovy. Spoovy, I don't know what you want to call it. But it's good. So it was such a bummer that the House of the Dead remake doesn't have that. There's licensing problems, apparently, with Tatsuya Kawaguchi. So they came up with different music that tries to emulate the original, but is visually distinct. And some of the tracks, I think, are okay, but it's really not the same as the original soundtrack, sure. Alright. Two. I love how I've gotten good at the game to where I can just call off the headshots.
Thank you.
Mostly. It feels so good. Those headshots. I shot him in the chest just to be safe, and then worked my way up. Alright. There's the headshot. So you have to kind of time it when he jumps at you. And then you can get that headshot. It's pretty fun. Pull it off. That's those two guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you see it for a fraction of a second. There's actually like a trophy deer head on the wall that you can actually shoot. Keep forgetting that's a thing. It's a nice little detail that... one of many details that you just keep missing, or the fish in the fish tank. You can barely see it. It actually has a zombie head on it. Creature head. Why do I keep missing that? Damn it. Not again. Keep missing that. Now that's a problem. That's like, that part is like so difficult. If you miss. Because it's like, you need to get that headshot. I think what I need to do... I need to remind myself. I need to like, wait a second. Because he has iframes when that happens. So... wait for the iframes to expire, and then go for the headshot. Well, 2 runs ended because of the damn chainsaw guy.
Rogan, it's you!
Toby!
Just go with Rogan here for this one. Why are we set there? Sometimes my gun misfires, and that was an example of that. Plus, I forgot to put the score code in. So let me do that. One, two, three. Two. Alright, so left trigger 3 times, right twice. Okay, there we go.
Others are still inside. They're inside. Help them. Sophie?
Sophie! You can headshot the dogs. They're the only animal enemies of which you actually can headshot them. So I kind of wait for them to try to bite me and then shoot them. I really need to get past chapter 2 though. Those runs were pretty good otherwise. Just didn't handle that scene properly. So, third time's the charm, I guess. But I already have 1 good run in this stream, so I'm not... it's not like I'm upset, still. Got those headshots at least. The dude's in the distance. There's some good headshots there on those monkeys, though. They're really hard to go for on purpose. Because their attacks are pretty random and unpredictable. Also, sometimes they can survive with a head missing, which is strange. Disable the limbs there.
Thank you.
Gets his headshots down. I'm getting a bit more consistent at saving her. So now I just My issue apparently now is the chainsaw guy. Chapter 2. Hey, that's a headshot. That was a quick headshot there. I need to highlight and clip that. That quick headshot there is really hard to pull off, but it's fancy when that happens. Of the axe guy up above.
Thank you. Take this.
Going.
That voice.
That voice. Alright, boss time.
Are you okay?
I was so scared.
Looking for his weak points. Let him get a bit closer. And shoot him there. There you go. And finish him off.
Sophie! Sophie!
Back to 21k again. Alright. Then not mess up on the chainsaw guy. I mean, to be fair, it is kind of a hard scene. Probably headshot it. Probably should have like taken my time a bit more with the Freddy Krueger guy. Wow, okay. Just the bat. Nice job. Alright. Let's get that light back if we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been wild up in Massachusetts here. They have a super deluxe version cabinet of this game, which is very difficult to find. So it was fun to play. There you go.
Thank you.
Although, like, those giant cabinets, the problem is that the projection screen monitors tend to deteriorate pretty quickly over time, it seems. So the colors of the monitor are just all discolored, like a blue. Makes it really hard to tell what's going on, too, like, very blurry. Meanwhile, the smaller CRT cabinets are, for the most part, still doing good if you know how to repair them. I've seen a pretty solid amount of House of the Deads now with good, like, smaller ones with good CRTs. Okay, got those three this time. Okay, let's try to do this chainsaw bit correctly now.
Thank you.
Headshot, yay. Gotta pay attention here. Oh, I keep getting that wrong! Keep messing that up. Now that's like my kryptonite, I don't even know how to deal with that now. I guess I shot the shoulder, not the head? I waited. Oh well. Now I only have one actual playthrough of this, and everything else has been failed runs. Super frustrating. Probably should focus a bit more, but I'll still gotta talk to like break the ice, I guess.
Thank you.
That light up. There we go. I'm not gonna be able to watch the stream VOD for this because I'm just gonna cringe to I'm like, oh, every other playthrough was like a fail because I couldn't get past the I couldn't save the chainsaw guy. It wasn't a problem before, now it is somehow. But if I can't save him, then that's the run. Have to restart.
Thank you.
Get those headshots, there we go. I like that. You can block attacks by dismembering limbs. Pretty wild. It's a cool detail most people don't know about, but for that scene, pretty helpful, because otherwise it's super hard to go for the extra life, and that still counts as full headshot points. It's more like you lose points if you shoot him in the chest and then the head, but dismembering limbs tends not to really actually affect the headshot value. Okay, saved her. Good stuff. It's good. That was a really good headshot there. The monkey's placement's pretty random.
Thank you. Take this.
There we go.
Boy.
Should have entered that score code again. I just...
Are you okay?
Oh well.
I was so scared.
Alright, back to Chariot again. Want to shoot 2 in the head, 2 in the chest, 2 in the groin. It's worth the most.
Sophie! Sophie!
Back to 21k. So it seems like 21k is like my splits for chapter 1. It's not too bad. Kidding me. I did that. Alright. Gotta focus a bit more here. That was too early. It's not the best start in this chapter. Okay, let's get our lives back. We got 2 bonus lives coming up. First coming up here. Actually, with this route you take, you actually get 3 bonus lives. So there's the first.
Thank you.
That's good. Be careful with the headshots of these guys. Okay. I like to wait for them to stop throwing their stuff and then headshot them when they walk at me. Get that headshot.
Thank you.
That's the second bonus life, and then there's a third for another person coming up. And for saving all the hostages, you get 2 bonus lives as well, so you get a lot of... That's like 5 bonus lives. So the game's pretty generous with extra lives. It does get harder by the third stage, because there's only 3 people to rescue in that one, and if you save everyone, that's only 1 life bonus. And then, if you don't have all the hostages saved, you have no bonus lives guaranteed for final stage, because you don't have that bonus room. Otherwise, like, pretty much awards good play. And, it definitely made getting extra lives a lot harder in some of the sequels. Especially House of the Dead 2.
Thank you.
Where, at max, you can only earn 1 bonus life for most levels in House of the Dead 2. Got it! Finally! Save the dude! Let's go! Now we can actually see the rest of the game. That part sucks. I'm sure most people who played this game know about that. That chainsaw bit.
It's a dead end.
Doesn't usually give me this trouble, but I feel like playing on a kind of a slightly smaller screen. I have the original aspect ratio in it too, so that kind of may be affecting it. Maybe I should play it in widescreen. And then, like, put it in 4:3 aspect ratio for this stream. I'll have to think about that in the future. But I'm playing in the 4:3 aspect ratio otherwise. So... It's a complete fail. Got no one. One guy, but... Missed that headshot.
They're still upstairs.
Still upstairs. I'm so ecstatic I finally can play the rest of the game because I got past that scene. Okay. Back to Hangman. Pretty happy with the new stream layout as well. Old one wasn't so good. I'll try to improve upon this as much as I can. Go for the bats. Pretty much the same strategy in House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, too. It's kind of cool in Scarlet Dawn. One of my favorite strategies in that game is to just bring a rocket launcher into the fight and just shoot Hangman with it, and it blows him up and kills, like, most of the bats around him. It's a pretty neat strategy that most people don't know about. There's different ways to approach bosses in that game, and that just kind of is one of the reasons why I actually kind of have grown to like House of the Dead 5 a lot. It's got interesting tech to it. Plus the bosses, I think, look cool in that game. Chariot and Hangman in particular, I think, look fantastic. The fan service to House of the Dead 1 doesn't really amount to much, other than, well, fan service. It doesn't add anything to the story. They don't explain why all these House of the Dead 1 creatures are bad, but it's fun. You know, it's fun to see, you know, the axe guy or the chainsaw guy back in Unreal Engine 4 graphics, and I think it looked pretty good in the end. A lot of people don't like the game. I personally enjoy it. I always play it whenever I go to... Oh, where is it at? It's at every Dave & Buster's, basically. Or Round 1. But I have no Round 1s near me in Massachusetts here. I'll likely move back to Illinois, so, I'll have one, like, 30 minutes from where I am. So that'll be fun. And, I think my scores are actually still on that machine. Most of the leaderboard on Scarlet Dawn's, like, filled with me. I remember the first time I got 700,000 on House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, which I consider to be a really good score. I had a video of it on my YouTube channel, and, like, it's kind of cringy. I don't know. It was... Because I'm a furry, and it was Mr. Wolf's birthday from the bad guys, and so I just put Mr. Wolf as my initials. And then the thumbnail I put, instead of Ryan Taylor, I put Mr. Wolf as the icon. It's kind of a weird thing. I think that score is actually still up, so that would be fun to see. What's cool about Scarlet Dawn is that if you clear the game without dying, it puts a little star next to your name. Not many people know this. So, actually acknowledges if you get the 1cc, which is really cool.
We won't let you have it your way,
Kind of an
Curian.
okay Hangman fight. There's been better. I'll keep going. Better. Bit frustrated that I had some good runs earlier and then just the chainsaw bit messed it up. It's on good pacing for those. I like to, so, shoot the projectile and then the head right after like that. You can take care of them pretty well. Fighters. Ah, I missed a coin. 300 points down in the gutter. So sad.
Thank you.
No problem. I took damage on my first playthrough today on that muscle guy right there. I was not super happy, because that's not too hard of a scene. That's just a sloppy mistake on my part. So, coins left or right. Sometimes it's in the left crates, or sometimes it's on the right. There we go.
Use this.
All the hapless scientists rescued. Got the bonus coin there. Decent headshots. If you headshot this guy quickly, you actually don't get points. There you go. In House of the Dead remake, those claw guys, or the blue guys, I should say, are a real pain. They attack super fast. Most enemies in House of the Dead remake attack like very fast and unpredictably, or randomly tanky for no reason, and so it results in lots of unfair damage. That the hits I take in this game, like the original, like most of them, actually all of them, really I feel like are my fault. Like just a mistake. That's what keeps me coming back to the original, whereas remake, no, just don't have that like drive to go back to that game unless they fix the problems that persist in it. Not sure what will happen. We'll have to see. Apparently they're working on other stuff, according to what they said on Twitter. With that cowboy mode that was planned, the dual-wield mode that was never like put in. Apparently, it's still in development. All right. Curian. All right, back to Hermit again.
I must compliment you. I didn't think you could make it this far. However, this is it. Let's see how good you really are.
All right, Hermit. I'm gonna play it a bit slower. Let him get close to me, and then hope when I shoot him, he does the random stun animation. That one. And then shoot him afterwards during that stun animation for points. What's good about it. Can't do it with a slow one. But I'm not getting the best RNG here, so... I'll keep going, though. Alright, and then shoot the head a bunch of times and rack up points. When
I'll
Hermit
get you,
does his
Curian.
death knell or whatever, you can shoot the head repeatedly for like 100-some points a hit. So if you're fast enough, you can score like 1,000 off that. Alright, final stage. Let's go. The House of the Dead. Very creative final level. Just call it the name of the game you're playing. House of the Dead, best game. What's up, Moon Gangsta? Yeah, I love House of the Dead 1. It's my favorite in the series. Really good. Yep, using a gun. This is called a gun for IR. It's a very expensive bit of hardware. I spent a few $100s on this. I do stress that. But what it is a bunch of... It's 4 LEDs, up, down, left, right, around my computer screen. And then I plug the gun into my computer via USB. And then... Yeah. And it works. And I have a patch which removes that screen flashing that was in the arcade. Pretty cool stuff. There's other options, like the Sinden light gun. I liked Gun for IR because you don't have to have software running in the background for it. Too bad it's on top of each other. That's some strange RNG there. Yeah, I like Gun for IR. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Thanks, Moon Gangsta, for the follow. Appreciate it. Protect the life cycle. I'll have to play House of the Dead 2 in the future. I was grinding it at some arcades recently. There was a place in New Hampshire that had a House of the Dead and House of the Dead 2 at 2 arcades, and they were literally across the street from each other. Like, how random is that? Also, both arcades had Jurassic Park and Time Crisis 3 as well. It's very strange. But I took some pictures. It was a fun time. The House of the Dead cabinet I played, or House of the Dead 2 machine. First one I 1cc'd, the second one I grinded and just couldn't do it. So I gave up on that one. But at least I got 1cc on it. Wish for it on the PC. Yeah, same. It's currently only on PlayStation 3, officially. Unless you want to buy the arcade hardware, get it running at home, or get the cabinet. It does work on loaders like Technoparrot for the arcade dubs, but that's kind of legally dicey, and also there's graphical glitches, so it's not really like the best option, I think. Bonus room for saving all the hostages. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Because I'm at max health, 5 lives. Each time you pick a first aid kit when you're at max health, the game decides to award you 300 points, because you haven't gotten a hit, to get the extra life. So that's important, so the game actually awards you if you're at 5 lives max and get first aid kits for other ones. I think you'll also get that max life bonus if you save a hostage and they hand you a life up. I was playing House of the Dead 4 earlier today, and I'm really washed up on that game in terms of scoring. But to be fair, scoring in House of the Dead 4 is pretty hard to begin with. There we go. Alright, final boss. Let's go. I'm parched. Okay.
There's no way out, Curian.
I must admit, I really respect your consistency. But you will never, ever defeat me, Say hello to my masterpiece.
Jeez. The delivery on those lines. It's really something.
Who are you? Nobody gives me instructions. I shall destroy everything.
I need dead boy now.
What happened? Why don't you follow my instructions?
Why don't you follow my instructions? In the House of the Dead remake, he gets, like, blasted against the wall, like, with full impact, like, damn. And this one, he just kind of keels over, but his death is much more, impactful in remake, I think. Edition. First part done. Next phase. Probably should go for the leg. Yeah. I'm so used to shooting his thigh, though. Like, the leg is kind of an easier target. Alright. Alright, final part. Just gotta get rid of these fireballs. Boom! There we go. One credit clear again. After a few failed runs of accidentally letting a hostage get killed by a chainsaw, I relented and I succeeded. Another full playthrough today. Good stuff. It's probably... I should have put the score code on. It probably won't be as high as the first one I did, which was a 106, 860 pictured below chat, but should be in the 100Ks. My theory is like 103 or 104K for this one.
Everything is over. I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go on.
How long have I been streaming? It's been an hour.
Goodbye, Curian.
Contemplating if I should do one more run.
Sophie.
Let's see. Yeah, it's decent run up otherwise for this one. Yeah, the gun for IR is kind of cool because it's a modded gun con 2. So it has the D-pad and some other buttons. You can also a button here for reloading if you want. So you can bind whatever keys you want to the gun and basically construct the control scheme you want for the game. And it has, you can do off-screen reload. So basically, if you have, right-click is reload with a mouse on this. So in the settings for the gun, it can set it so like if the gun is off-screen, you pull the trigger, click right mouse, which is the reload button. So you can do off-screen reload, which is just like the arcade. Pretty nice. Man, I love this game. Mr. Takashioda, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you for this game. Thank you, rest of Sega Aim 1. Those mountains in the background, it's another really cool detail about this game. The door down.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see how much that was. 106 was my last. 103. So there were some missed headshots, so it's still 100,000's good. Enough to be second place. I'm just checking the time here. I'll do one more run. I think 2-hour streams should be okay.
The House of the Dead.
I'll skip cutscenes to make it faster. This has just been nothing but score runs of the first game. Although if I don't manage to save the hostage and the chainsaw, that'll drive me insane.
Broken. It's you.
Sophie! No! Get that life up.
Thank you.
Yay! Life up. Thank you. Like, I like how the game kind of like forces you to like. I think I mentioned it before, just how the game sometimes forces you to like snipe enemies from a distance. It's pretty fun. And it feels satisfying when you actually pull it off. Especially later parts of the game with enemies like throwing projectiles like miles away, and the game is like asking you to like, okay, you got your trusty pistol, like now it's a sniper rifle. You know, make it a sniper rifle. Sniper them. It's great. Pretty challenging, but can be done with practice. Knocked down. Take the damage on purpose, so I get knocked down here. Real Arcade's pretty challenging, yeah. I still am not perfect. I still make mistakes from time to time, like that, but it still can be done. It's like a lot of it for getting good at a good game like this. A lot of it has to do with memorizing enemy spawns, getting comfortable with going for headshots. Especially since headshots are so valuable in terms of the damage you can inflict on things. It just kills them more reliably. If you shoot them in the body, they're gonna survive much longer. So you can quickly get through them like that. Not bad. Okay. Also, like, sometimes in the arcade, the condition of the machine, like how well it's being maintained, that could add to the difficulty as well. Badly calibrated guns or bad color on the monitor. This is kind of sloppy. All that stuff can really add up and really mess you up.
Thank you. Take this.
Those headshots. That voice.
Sophie, are you okay?
I was so scared.
Let's see if I can get this going. Once you get a bead on that weak point, you can quickly take out Chariot. There we go. I definitely would own this if I had the cabinet. Alright, so about 300 points less than 21k. 21k is typically where I want to be after the stage 1, so a bit behind my typical. So the last couple runs I was averaging like 21k. So that's fine. We'll keep going. I need to get better. It's a bit challenging shooting those with the gun for IR here. This room, I think, looks really great in Remake. One of the few rooms where I actually think Remake looks better than the original. The lighting is beautiful, the paintings they added to the walls. I thought the suits of armor were kind of neat. It's in the kitchen as well. Those two particular rooms, I think, look really good in Remake.
Thank you.
There we go. I like getting headshots on those guys, it's really satisfying. And then this guy who falls down, if you shoot him, each shot is worth bonus points. A bit of a trick there. It's helpful having that score display because you get to see like how much things are worth, I guess, if you want to slow the video down in the replay or whatever. That could have been better. Dude, the headshots are just worth so much more. The body shots are just not as much. So headshots are get as many as possible. I need to pay attention here because I got that stupid chainsaw guy and that's been giving me trouble and we'll see how it goes. Got him, yes. Ideally, you want to kill him in one headshot, but that'll do as well. He is a menace to society. He needs to be taken down. The down path is higher scoring. If you take the up path, you fight those two guys in the tanks, and it's the only place in which those enemies ever appear. They're very rare enemies. They're kind of weird. They're like, they got like cat eyes, and yeah, they don't appear super. That's the only time they appear, so it's kind of interesting. There are rare enemies in this game that only appear in certain areas. Yeah, you got those headshots.
No!
Still need to practice that headshot though.
There's
still upstairs.
Alright, back to, Hangman. Is this video play? I'm playing the actual game. This is direct capture. I have an emulator running and I'm playing the game. I have 2 monitors, so I'm playing it on one monitor, and then I've got the stream output on the right. Kind of helpful with 2 PC monitors. I can sort of multitask. But yeah, thanks for the compliment. I've been playing this game since I was like 4 years old. I've beaten the world record from Twin Galaxies at the Galloping Ghost arcade. It's taken years of practice, and I still make mistakes from time to time. I'm not like the best light gun player in the world or anything, but I do try to see myself as pretty good, and I just try to, you know, set goals for myself and improve, and, you know, above all, it's just a genre I care about, and I'm trying to help promote it in some way. Because barely anyone streams light gun stuff on Twitch, so... But yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't streamed in Twitch in a while. I have a YouTube channel called Light Gun Liturgy, and I've been uploading no-death playthroughs of light gun games, and that's kind of been a project I've been working on so far. It's so far just been playthroughs of videos, but I'd like to expand the channel, cover more light gun stuff, and hopefully get more people into the genre. The big problem with it is just trying to get guns that work on PC. They're not exactly obtainable. I mean, they're out there, but they're... I guess what I'm trying to say, they're not super, like, cheap either. That's the big problem. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep working on it. Try to upload new videos every week, and it should be fun. I don't know what to upload next, but we'll see. Alright. So hopefully at the end of this fight I should be at like 50k. Ah! I really like the click of the gun. It's pretty satisfying. For this gun kind of. All right. Okay. Then this should be the final part. Wow, he nearly got me. Nick of time. He was like, his face was right in front of me. I should like make that a. I need to go back and take a screenshot of that. 51,000. Okay. In the arcade, I typically get like 53, 54k by the end of chapter 2. So there were some headshots I missed, and I could have done a better job at headshotting Hangman, but
We won't let you have it your way, Curious.
decent score otherwise. Alright, chapter 3. I love this part, because like this guy is like so slow. So you literally have enough time to get a drink of water, like a sip of it. I will always joke about that, that's so funny.
Locked.
It's locked. Just kind of waiting there, confused.
Security card.
This must be the security card. Very important security card for the lore. We need it. So I shoot this barrel 3 times. It's 1 shot away from destruction. And I focus on those 3 guys, then the fat guy, and then the final guy. In order. Extra 300 points because I'm at max health. Got the coin. Yay. Down. Love the music of this game. It's kind of funny, the guitar riff of the first level has actually been sampled in other games, including Evil Knight, which was a House of the Dead style game from Konami that no one knows about, except a select few people. Only I can stream that game. Kinda like that game.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. I shoot the, I let the SWAT guy attack me first, because you notice the fat guy waited. So, for the most part in this game, only one enemy can attack you at once. So you could use that to your advantage in some situations. I think the exception is when enemies will throw, like, projectiles at you. Coin. Sometimes the coin is hidden on the left stash of crates, which makes it really hard to shoot it because you have that ball and chain dude in the way. Good headshots. And when these guys are jumping out, you can actually headshot them. I guess I can kind of rapid fire, but I have to press the trigger in a different way. Because those blue enemies, for some reason, you can headshot them when they're hanging from the ceiling. Or the previous two, when they're jumping out of the building. Or the container. That's what I'm talking about, sniping at enemies. It feels so good. That was really slick. So much fun. Just sniping enemies, the headshots. It just when enemies, and that's the thing, is that this game, like, it's very skill-based. It's not super unfair. Like, there are some bits you have to memorize, but it's all there and it's for you. Like, the developers wanted people to improve at it. It's like a true arcade game. It's just, it has that kind of competitive nature to it. It's challenging, but not ridiculously hard, and when you overcome those challenges, it feels good. It's like, I guess you can think of it deeper, like an allegory for life, just getting over things. Alright, let's see how I can do in Hermit again. And this will be the final playthrough, because I've been streaming for close to 2 hours, but it's been a fun stream, though, and I appreciate everyone for stopping by and hanging out. Definitely want to play more of these games for sure. Whenever I can. I don't have a set schedule, but if people like this stuff, feel free to set your notifications to whenever I'm live next. I think typically I'm more of an afternoon person than a morning person. Plenty more fun games to check out on stream and challenge. So I'm pretty excited, actually. Decent RNG. So I let this boss get close to me, so then I can get the headshot. That's fine. When he's upside down, it's particularly annoying. Yeah. 83K. Alright. Get a light back. Let's finish this stream off strong with another 1 credit clear. Once you get a beat on that weak point, it really... not necessarily trivial... I guess it kind of trivializes the fight, but I mean, it takes a lot of muscle memory and just... to find that shot. But once you do, it feels really good. You can make short work of Chariot. Also, fortunately, this game doesn't make you fight Hermit again. It's just the first 2 bosses, Chariot and Hangman. I'm gonna try not damaging Hangman here. I'm gonna focus on the bats. Okay. Now go for headshots. Typically I miss the first headshot, and then the first missed shot, which hits his body instead of his head. I guess I kind of, on the fly, I mentally tell myself, okay, I need to shoot a bit higher. And that kind of guides me into the next 2 shots. Kind of like that, usually. I still need to practice this part. It's just challenging. Because it's such a tiny target, his head. And it's risky because you kind of have to let him get close in order to hit it. And I got the glitch. Actually, I didn't get the glitch. So sometimes you won't get points for killing him. If that happens. If you shoot him and he's still alive, but I got the points. Got the bonus room for saving everyone. Nice. There we go. Good points. Can get in terms of points. Also, these guys can survive headless for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we made short work of them. Get this guy down. And that guy. Good headshot. Headshots there. Gonna be a bit short of the PB, but that's okay. It's gonna be about 104, 105k. But it was still a decent run otherwise, so I'm pretty happy. This is a good way to end the stream, I think.
There's no way out, Kyrian.
I must admit, I really respect your...
I just try to be positive about it, and that ultimately results in me just, you know, feeling good for the next game. Because the last thing you want to do is be frustrated with these types of games. Because it's supposed to be fun, and also that frustration really can mess up your performance. That's not to say I never get frustrated. Sometimes it does happen. Got a bit frustrated earlier with that chainsaw bit. Just go at it with a positive attitude. I think for the most part things will work out.
Why don't you follow my instructions?
I remember the first time I got 100,000 on this game, like 2 years ago or something. It was great. So I'm pretty happy just getting over 100,000 almost every game, if not every game now. Like, I'm more consistent at that. It definitely does feel good, so it's a sign that my skills over the years, just how much they've gotten me there. It's worth it in the end. It feels good. Alright, Magician time. Let's finish him off. First phase done. Magician wanted me dead there. Final phase. Sit back and watch the fireworks. He'll keep doing this forever until you kill him. There's no benefit to shooting projectiles, no points. 104, 580, yeah. It's still a good one run though. So it was a 106, a 103, and this 104. So 100,000s are still great scores in House of the Dead. Rolling over the score. Boom. Good stuff. Pretty happy overall, despite a few failed runs. That was fun. It was a good time. Always enjoy myself playing this game. Watch the credits one last time. The ending.
Everything is over. I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go on. Goodbye, Kyrian.
Goodbye, Kyrian.
Farewell.
Farewell, Sophie. It's, yeah, kind of interesting how Kyrian's body's ahead of him, but Rogan looks back where Magician was and says goodbye, Kyrian. That was brought up before. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, a solid series of runs anyways. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'll enter my name here for this final game, and then guess we'll go raid someone. That'll be the end for me. I did like this walk through the mansion. Kind of reflect on everything you've done. It's a nice aesthetic. Sadly, the remake doesn't have it. It's just a static credits scroll. Probably because the credits in the remake are a lot bigger, so they couldn't fit it in this. But they could have made it work in some way. Just extend this sequence. That view of the mountains. Like, you can screenshot this. Like, it's such a cool appearance. Or the cool image, I should say. And the blood's still there.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's a 103, right? Or 104. Yeah, 104, 580. Good stuff. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. I'm not JNH. I am JMH. There we go. That is it for me. That is the end of some score attempts today. And I appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'm going to minimize this so it's going to look weird. Look very weird. And I'll quickly raid someone. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Let's see who the raid. I'll probably be back in the future. Feel free to put notifications on in case you like this stuff and want to watch me play more. Plenty of good light gun games. I'll just hang out and do score runs on. Like this. Let's see. I'll raid him again, I guess. I'll do dot level. Raid. Dot level. What are they playing? Playing Dragon Warrior 2. That should be good stuff. Alright. So, rating here. Thanks guys for... Thanks Boon Gangsta for the follow. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Take care.